If you ask someone, what is the greatest saying of all time, they're probably going to reference a movie. They'll do something like, they'll make him an offer he can't refuse. I mean, thinking The Godfather, or they're gonna go to The Terminator. I'll be back, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or maybe even Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Here's Johnny. All kinds of sayings you're going to remember, especially from the movies. But I don't think that's the greatest saying of all time. And I want to talk to you about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. There's many great sayings. Of course, like I said, a lot of people will just reference movies. But you think back in history. You think of Patrick Henry, give me liberty or give me death. You think of John F. Kennedy during his inauguration where he said, and so my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. That was a great line. And what about Franklin D. Roosevelt during his inaugural speech in March 4th, 1933, when he said, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Now, what was really awesome about that was at the height of the Depression, and he was just going into office for the first time, but he was giving the people hope. I think is really great is how he wrapped up his inaugural address. And I don't think you're ever going to hear this again from a politician. But he said, in this dedication of a nation, we humbly ask the blessing of God. May he protect each and every one of us. May he guide me in the days to come. I think that is just awesome. Asking God to guide him through all that was going on with our country. He knew we still had a great country, and he knew that we would put God first. But that's still not the greatest saying of all time. I believe it's when Jesus was talking to his disciples who had seen him perform miracle after miracle. I mean, they saw him heal the sick, cured leprosy, which was the disease of the day. They saw him cast out demons. They saw him walk on water. They even saw him raise the dead. But in Mark 8:27, it says that Jesus asked his disciples, he asked them, who do the people say I am? And I believe he was giving them like a pop quiz because, after you're around things for a long time, start taking it for granted. And I think he wanted to make sure that they knew who he really was and that they realized who they were with. In Mark 8:28, they replied, some say you're John the Baptist, and others say that you're one of the other prophets, Elijah, or one of the other prophets. I think that's interesting because James, John, and Peter were with him at the Mount of Transfiguration and saw Moses and Elijah, knew there wouldn't be another prophet. They saw John the Baptist baptize him, so they knew it wouldn't be him. But if you've ever seen the series The Chosen, I think they got Peter right. And he's outspoken and he was brash. And he says over in Matthew 16:16, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. I think that's the greatest saying of all time. You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. That should be on our lips. That should always be there ready to say that when people ask us, are you a Christian? Yes. Jesus, I have Jesus in my heart. He's the Messiah, the Son of the living God. God bless everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.